In the first 4 lessons, we learned the basic sentence structures: subject verb, subject action verb, direct object, and subject linking verb, subject complement. We're now going to begin to build on that base. The first element we're going to add is adjectives. You may have heard adjectives described as a word that modifies or describes a noun or pronoun. This is true. But I want to introduce you to a different way of thinking about adjectives that will make more sense for diagramming. Instead of thinking what adjectives describe, think of them in terms of the questions they answer. Just as direct objects answer the questions what or whom after an action verb, adjectives answer the following questions about a noun or pronoun. Which one, what kind of, or how much or many. Look at these examples of sentences that answer the question which. That dog bit Kajala's thumb. Which dog bit Kajala's thumb? That dog. These popsicles don't grow on bushes. Which popsicles don't grow on bushes? These. Goatman ate those children. Which children did Goatman eat? Those children. Now, look at these examples of sentences that answer the question, what kind of? Kajala bought a gangrenous monkey. What kind of monkey did Kajala buy? Gangrenous. His bloody nose caused Tor to pass out. What kind of nose caused Tor to pass out? Bloody. Goatman gave Cronver a severe beating. What kind of beating did Goatman give Cronver? Severe. All right. Now, look at these examples of sentences that answer how much or many. Ms. Ho has 2 daddies. How many daddies does Ms. Ho have? 2. Feng Ying wept many tears over his lost hands. How many tears did Feng Ying weep? Many. And Tonika kept 17 nutrias as livestock. How many nutrias did Tonika keep? 17. Finally, it's important to remember that the most common adjectives are the articles a, an, and the. A and an are what is known as indefinite articles, referring to any of a class of nouns. A trout bit me. The is the definite article, referring to a specific noun. I slaughtered the weasels. Now, let's look at the example sentences on the Sentence Analytics slideshow. The first one is speak the truth. That is a command, an imperative mood sentence, and remember that imperative sentences have the implied you as the subject. The verb is speak, and the direct object answering the question, speak what, is truth. This leaves only the article the, which we just learned is one of the most common adjectives. So, where do we put the the? Adjectives go under the horizontal line beneath the noun or pronoun that they describe, in this case, truth. So you can see up here, that's how they are placed, and notice the color of the adjective line. And this is what it looks like. You, in parentheses, speak, subject, verb, and then direct object, truth. The describes truth. It is underneath truth on a slanted line. The next sentence, he brought beautiful yellow roses. This one is a pretty direct subject, action verb, direct object sentence, subject he, verb brought, and the direct object answering the question, what roses? You may be wondering why the direct object isn't beautiful or yellow instead of roses. Well, roses is the only noun, and the other two words describe that noun. Beautiful and yellow go beneath roses on slanted adjectives lines. This is what it looks like. He brought, subject verb, roses, direct object, beautiful and yellow describe roses. All right. The third sentence is the bus station is shabby. This is a subject, linking verb, subject complement sentence, but the subject's a little tricky here. We have two nouns near the beginning of the sentence, bus and station. Well, part of it's just common sense. When you look at the sentence, it isn't the bus that's shabby, but the station. Also, bus is actually describing station, answering the question, what kind of station? Finally, when there is a string of nouns, the ones that come first are usually acting as adjectives for the last one in the series. So, the subject is station, the verb is the linking verb is, and the subject complement is shabby, a predicate adjective. So it gets the slanting subject complement line. So, the and bus describe station, so they go below station on slanting adjective lines. This is what it looks like. Station is subject verb, shabby, the and bus on adjective lines. One last thing. Sometimes adjectives in a string of other adjectives are actually describing one of the other adjectives, not the noun they're under. Let's look at this first example. That was an old toy factory building. The structure of the sentence is subject that, verb was, direct object, building. Most of the adjectives before building directly describe the building. A or an building, old building, toy building, factory building. Wait a minute. Toy building? That doesn't make sense. It isn't a toy building. The toy isn't describing what kind of building it is, so what is it doing? It's describing what kind of factory it is, and then factory describes what kind of building it is. Simple enough. So how do we show this relationship in diagramming? There's a second option under the adjective line in the Sentence Analytics app that looks like a hook or an arrow. You can see it up at the top here. It hooks onto the original adjective line, and we use this to connect toy to factory, and this is what it looks like. That was subject verb, building, because was is a linking verb, slanty subject complement line, building is a predicate noun or predicate nominative, and then all of these do go under building, a building or an building, old building, factory building, but toy doesn't directly describe building, it describes factory, so it gets a little hook here. All right. On the Sentence Analytics app, let's put in that last sentence on slide 5. Enjoy the delicious peanut butter biscuits. Peanut butter biscuits. Okay, this is an imperative sentence, so it will have the implied you in parentheses as the subject. Start with the basic subject-verb cross, then click on the implied you and put it in the subject. Slot to the left of the cross. Enjoy is the verb to the right of the cross, and biscuits is the direct object answering the question, enjoy what? Add a direct object line, and then biscuits to the right of it. You enjoy biscuits. There are 4 words left, all adjectives. The delicious peanut butter. The and delicious clearly tell what kind of biscuits. The peanut, though, describes what kind of butter, not what kind of biscuits. So butter goes under biscuits, and peanut hooks onto butter. The adjective line is the 4th element in the list at the top of the work area. At first glance, it looks like the subject complement line and also the adverb line to the right of it, but it is a different color. And it also says adjective if you hover over it. Click on 3 of them. Oh, we're going to do one at a time. Okay, it goes under biscuits. 1, 2, 3. And then one of the adjective to elements that's next to it. And hook it onto the last adjective. So let's put them in the delicious butter. What kind of butter? Peanut butter. So that's what it looks like. Now, we will explore other facets of adjectives as we go along in the course, but this will get us started. Do your best.